Yudasin Osnost, 1987 on Leningrad. After his last move, king to f2, Yudasin offered the draw. Now his trainer, his opponent, an international master, famous trainer, he even trained Korchinoi for many years, Osnost, agreed with him and accepted the draw, believing that this is a position you find in any chess endgames, and after moves king e4, king e2, pawn f4, king f2, pawn f3, it will definitely lead to a draw. Wrong. If you check our previous video about triangulation, yeah, it's in the part 2 of the initial triangulation video, and you will find that this position is the famous position Farni Alapin, and you use triangulation in order to win this endgame. So you can see even an international master, a famous trainer, can miss an endgame. Don't do that. Study, prepare, and you will be able to beat top players just because you know the endgames. Okay, for those one who still watch this video and you want to find solution in this video, we will demonstrate for you. Alright. White goes to f1. It's a classic endgame. You have to keep the center line. So when black steps on e3, you have to take a position to get a stalemate. Yeah. In this case, we step backwards and take a long distance opposition. And you will see, because if you remember, in Farni Alapin, we have two pairs of correspondence squares in this endgame. That will be when black steps on f4, you must step on f2, and when black steps on e3, you must step on e1. That's the only way white can get a draw. If you don't manage that, you will lose. That's why black's triangulation will put the white king in a bad position, because we literally need to reach the same position but white to move. So now white has to choose between g1 and e1. Doesn't make any difference. We take a position again, and this time when black steps back on f1, we step on e4. What can white do now in order to maintain the draw? Because if he steps on f2, we take the correspondence square. If he steps on e1, we take the correspondence square and win. The only option is g1 for it. That's it. This is the only option for white. But is that enough to win? To make a draw? King to e3, king to f1, f2, white has to get out of the way, and therefore he will lose the endgame.